What is up, my lit click? Y'all already know when y'all see this face, the queen is in the building. As always, I have to start out by saying thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate your support. To those of you who are considering subscribing, me and the clique working on taking the words consider off the front of that title. Anyway, here we go. Let me light my cigarette up first. Okay. If I hear one more bleepity bleep time about how much more better looking than this person is than everybody else, or how she's getting plowed by 9 or 10 different lovers at the same time. I guess, I hope not literally at the same time, but y'all get the gist of what I'm talking about. I am going, you look better than everybody. You got more lovers than everybody. Congratulations, pretty hoe. That's all I can say on that. Because even if that shit were true, how many decent women would put business like that of theirs on a public platform for everybody to know your sexual status? I'm just saying. So, and then you openly admit that you're paying for a lay. So that makes it even that much more stupid. But anyway, to each their own. Moving right along. You're moving to Montreal. Ma'am, please, for the sake and sanity of every fucking body in the world, please stay where the hell you are. Y'all done fucked up the villa. It's beyond cleaning, hell, or repair at this point. So just stay there and literally run that shit all the rest of the way in the ground. Don't leave that mess for nobody else to fucking clean up and move to a nice, new, clean space and fuck that up too. That's just being selfish then. You're just being selfish now. Stay in your hoarded area and just ride that shit out. Ride that shit like you being rode, as you say. Makes no sense. Just a bunch of ridiculousness. And the point that I even made this video record for is how you try to explain off your makeshift wheelchair. And I quote, well, everybody has a chair that they sit in when they eat. And since I predominantly eat in my kitchen, this is where my chair is at, in my kitchen. What do you expect me to stand up and eat every meal that I eat. This is where I eat predominantly, so this is where my chair is that I sit in when I eat. Pause. If you a smoker or a drinker, take you a puff of your cigarette, blow it out, take you a shot, because it's damn well 5 o'clock somewhere, and think about that. Ma'am, that is not a eating chair. Well, it is, but the chair that you have in your kitchen is a fucking all-purpose chair. You sit in it to eat. You sit in it to do your dishes. You sit in it to sweep your floors. You sit in it to mop your floors. You sit in it to put away your groceries. You sit in it to cook. You sit in it to... Hell, I just seen you just change direction in that damn chair just to get up and do something that you could have did while you were already standing. You could have walked from point A to point B, which would have been, what, couple of steps on your big ass overhauled feet. But you plopped your ass down in that all-purpose chair and swung it around and then got back up to proceed to do what you were doing, and then plopped your ass back down in it and turned it back and rolled it to get up to... You make me so angry, but you make me laugh too. Because you are fucking hilarious. You are hilarious. You're gonna sell your bed when you move. You're gonna sell your bed. Who the fuck wants it? Who wants your bed? If somebody bought that shit, they probably couldn't even get the fucking sheets off of it to properly clean the mattresses or whatever. Who wants that? If you're gonna sell the bed, sell the fucking couch too, because they're the equivalent. But you're gonna toss the couch, but sell the bed. Toss the fucking bed too. Nobody wants it, man. Nobody's gonna purchase that. If you get a studio apartment, you want space separators. Why? So we can watch you turn sideways or attempt to suck it in to get through areas that you have separated. If it's a studio apartment, let that motherfucker be what it be. Let order that the more space you have, the better your junk will look, the better uncluttered it will be anyway. And it might make the shit look clean. And one more thing. That exercise ball is about... Now, I done put all my money on that damn exercise ball popping before that all-purpose chair collapsed on your ass. Because when you laid on that damn ball the other day, that bitch almost went to the ground. Give it up. And now you're on your little weight loss thing, so you're gonna do daily weigh-ins. Okay, Amberlynn, do your daily weigh-ins. Ain't gonna change shit. You're only gonna be a pound lighter or 2 or 3 pounds heavier every fucking day. Ain't gonna change nothing. And one more thing. Whichever one of your SAD slash VIBs, your loyal supporters that sent you that snack box that had stateside snacks that you can't obtain in Canada, they should be ashamed of themselves and they need their asses whipped. They're all so much of loyal supporters to you when the only thing they're supporting is the bad eating habits that you fucking have. If they sent you anything edible stateside, it should have been some fresh California broccoli, some nice old Georgia red ripe tomatoes, peaches, some Washington apples, something on the healthy side. But they sent you a can of squeezed cheese, which you squirted everywhere before you figured out in which direction to press the nozzle in order to release the cheese. But after you figured that shit out, you was shooting cheese in your mouth. Everything gets cheese. Oh my God. Whoever sent you that box should pray that they don't go to hell for contributing to the delinquency of your condition. You ate all them fucking snacks and a couple of lives. What the hell you think you gonna weigh tomorrow when you get on the scale? Or the day after? You done added the calories of a whole can of squeezed cheese, the calories of a whole bag of pickled peanuts, Paydays, Spree. You was popping them damn Sprees like, oh my God. You was popping Sprees like a motherfucker might pop Tums if they had heartburn or something. Just it was ridiculous. It was insane. There's a reason why it's not available to you readily. My goodness, lady. My goodness. Oh, my. I don't know what the hell is going to become of you or your so-called life. You're paying for a lay. You're paying for a lay from a couple, but you're getting plowed for free by about 9 or 10. So that's roughly about 11 or 12 runs that you're getting, however often you're getting said runs. But you have so much to say about other people and their lifestyles and you know for a damn fact that your money, your time, and everything else that's attached to you is only a fucking phone call away when it comes to he who shall not be named. You got so much negativity to put towards this woman or whatever. The only thing that the only leverage that you may have with that entire situation is her inserting herself into your situation with him, because it damn sure wasn't a relationship. So your situation, your entanglement, have you with him. You have no other leverage. She wears a size 13 shoe. Well, apparently the fuck you do too, since her foot fitted your slippers quite nicely when she wore them. She's big, she's bigger than you. Not in your wettest dream is that woman bigger than you. We're all heavy set women, but you got her fucked up by about a couple 100 pounds, give or take. You want to talk about her sideburns? Where the fuck are yours? Fuck your sideburns. Where the fuck is your hair, period? She got you beat with sideburns. And she's got a comb over. At least she has something to comb over. And let's not blame your lack of hair on the fact that you shaved it off. You shaved it off because of your lack of hair. Had nothing to do with it. It might have been some kind of little episode that you was going through at that time as well. But you shaved it off because it was like a garden with a dead fucking patch in it. There was just a spot in your garden where that shit wasn't gonna grow. Not nothing, not the weeds, not the plants, nothing. I ain't hating on you for that. I think that was a power move. You finally came to the realization that, you know, that shit wasn't gonna grow, so you just chopped all the rest of it off to match that. I ain't hating on you for that. But don't hate on nobody else because they cut their hair how they choose to, or comb it over how they choose to, gel it or suck it down how they choose to. You take yours off every goddamn night. Every day, periodically throughout the day, you change it. You the only person I know that can change styles and hair color in the same day and it not affects the nutrients of the hair. Her hair looks like a greasy toupee that someone threw away. You mad because you didn't find it before she damn did? Just quit. Just quit going for... Leave them people alone, fucking period. Everything does not deserve a response. Have you ever heard of rhetorical statements and questions? Maybe that's what the fuck this shit is with them. Everything does not deserve a response or anything like that. You can respond to what they're on their lives saying about you quicker than you can respond to a fucking call from the vet reminding you of the appointment that you have set for your animals. You can respond to them quicker than you can respond to the foul ass odor that's coming from your persons that's letting you know, hey bitch, we're a little bit overdue for some water and soap. You can respond to them quicker than you can respond to your fucking breath And your mouth is the closest thing to your goddamn nose and your eyes. Your nose can be getting drop kicked and your eyes blinded by the smell of your fucking breath. But instead of you getting up, brushing your teeth in the morning, you'll get up and turn your motherfucking camera on just to talk about these people and how much these people hate you and how much everybody is jealous of you and how much you wish that the fucking world revolved around you. But it can't. It can't. It's impossible. Your gravitational pull, the Earth's gravitational pull, y'all trying to revolve around each other will just probably make everything just fucking explode. It's probably be a big ass black hole. And everybody just done got sucked in that shit. And we still trying to figure out why. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Miss Foodie Beauty. Just leave it alone. Do your content. And which you can't do normal content and create your paychecks and shit without, you gotta create some kind of drama, some kind of this, some kind of that. There's gotta be something that's in the mix of your content in order for you to get what you need to get to create a livable income. That's the only way that shit's gonna roll. Because if you just take what you got and put it out there, bitch, you'll be broke next month. YouTube will send your ass a voided check. And that's all it is. You got empathy and all of this. You ain't got none of that shit, because if you did, then you would be more sympathetic to a lot of the things that you take and toss up in the air and attempt to drop kick. Sympathy and empathy comes regardless of what you think a person has done to you that may be wrong or inhumane or whatever, irregardless to how a person has treated you or whatever. Empathy is gonna come irregardless to all of that shit right there. If a person's done treated you lower than dirt and they fall on a situation or in a situation where maybe a sympathetic ear or an empathetic ear may be needed, irregardless if you were that empathetic person that you claim to be, then irregardless to what's been done or said or whatever else to you, you would have enough empathy to issue a listening ear or some. You're not empathetic. You're just pathetic. We can take them off of it. You're just pathetic. And if sympathy and all of that shit and stuff is not coming from people directly towards you, then there is a problem. If somebody is going through something and you see where they're being coddled or condoled or whatever, there's a damn problem. Well, what about when I went through this, or when I was going through this, or when this happened to me, and when that happened, and all of your sympathy is gone. You done used it up. We were sympathetic to you when you was goddamn blasting your nose off all 2021. When it was snowing year round for you. You know what I'm talking about. When you came and admitted your little addictions or whatever, you got a sympathetic ear then, until you took that shit and ran with it. Well, you ain't run. Took that shit and plopped down in that damn all-purpose chair and rolled with it. Ain't no more sympathy. You can only be you can only be, there's only so much sympathy that you can put out for identical situations. If I didn't sympathize with you on this, and then you keep putting yourself in the same damn situation, I have no more sympathy for you. Now you're just doing, fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, and fuck it all. I'm just stupid. I like it. I like it. Ain't no, you took the sympathy and tried to milk it, and then you milked it out. You milked it out, and now you're mad, you're upset, you're angry. You're angry with everybody but who you should be angry with, and that is yourself and your significant other or ex-significant other. Those are the only 2 people who you could be angry at. But you're angry at everybody that tried to fucking tell you. Girl, get your shit and run. Run as far as you can. Walk fast. Whatever you gotta do to get the fuck away from this situation, do it, because this shit is gonna end badly. You spit in our faces and try to call it rain. Or spit in our faces and say we got wet from your showers. Is what you did. And now you're saying, oh my God, I wish I had listened, because if I had listened, I would be in a better position. You're still not in a better position, because you're in an even worse position, because now you have came to the realization of what the hell is going on, and you're still throwing yourself on the line to try to win them back. So now now you're moving to Montreal. You and Pete are gonna have matching apartments, but you're not moving to Montreal to be closer to Natter, even though you will be closer to him. You're moving to Montreal. The biggest reason is to be closer to the julep, which may be true, but it's not the biggest reason. You'll be closer to your mother, which may be true, but that's not the reason either. Girl, when you start being real with yourself, everybody else, you'll realize the realness that everybody else has been giving your ass all the while. We've been telling you shit for your health as well, but you got all that shit figured out. Just like you got your life figured out. That's why your health and your life is running neck and neck. Failing like a motherfucker. And ain't no tea, ain't no shade, ain't no shame or nothing like that right there. But you done cured half of your health problems. You're working on the cures for the rest of them. You got all this shit figured out. Why not issue this information out to people so that they can cure theirs as well? You got information that's pertinent and helpful to other people that are going through the same things that you were going through, that you have cured. Pass it on. Narcissist. Even if that shit was true, you wouldn't put nobody else up on game because you always want to feel like that you got a one up on everybody. You do. You got a one up on all of us in weight. You got a one up on all of us in stupidity. Man. Girl, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Find you a damn job. Find you a real job. You know, you can do telemarketing from home and all that shit like that, but you can't get a real job. The hell if you can't, at all these jobs that are being performed from the comfort of your own home, if you can get your ass up and live stream for 18 hours a goddamn day, you can take at least 8 or 9 of those hours and do some telemarketing. You trying to sell us some shit and make us buy it? Shit, put that shit to some use where you'll be getting a damn real income off of it. Cause right now you owing 1,000. Excuse me, you owing 90,000? Nobody believe shit you selling. You're too contradictory. Maybe you and your ex-best friend, you know, the one you stole the crown from, maybe you're such pathological ass liars. Maybe if you start writing the shit that you say down, so that when it comes back up at a later date, you can revert back to what you said about this situation and keep your answers and your angles the same. That's an idea. All these 6 or 7 people in your head, including yourself, and can't none of y'all motherfuckers keep your stories together. Everybody got something different to say. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you. It's just it's over. It's done with. It's over and done with. At this point, if any dealings are going on between you and your ex-boyfriend, it's definitely exactly what it was in the beginning. Financial. This woman is so stupid. She won a stupid prize. Let her enjoy her stupid prize. You played the stupid ass game and you didn't win shit. At least she won a damn prize, whether it was stupid or not. At least she won something. You played the game and didn't win a damn thing. And considering the amount of money that you paid to play the damn game, hell, I would probably be angry too. I would probably be angry as hell too. I feel you have my deepest sympathies. I'ma pray for you and your situation and keep you in my prayers as I always do, as well as everybody and everything else. Pray that you actually come to a realization, a real realization, and just leave this alone. One person can't keep this charade on by themselves. It takes two people for the stupidity that's going on. And they're collecting the kindling and putting it together, and you're adding the flame. You're lighting the fire. So if you stop lighting the fire, then they would just be collecting and preparing the spot for a campfire, and they would have to light that shit themselves. And then you know what? After a while, the shit won't light no more, or it'll fizzle very, very quick, because a fire needs oxygen in order to ignite and to stay ignited and to grow. They're the fire. You're the fucking oxygen. Don't you take about 2 or 3 or so puffers every day, so you don't have no damn oxygen to be given away to ignite or keep nothing ignited or going. Save your oxygen for your intake and your outtake. And let them go on. You're not going to change anything by attempting to belittle their situation or belittle them. Or don't you know that these YouTube streets are well aware of how they rock, and everybody has their own opinion on the situations and everything that's at hand. You're not going to convince anybody of anything differently except for your SADs/VIBs. Those are the only people that you're going to convince of anything. And that's sad. That is sad, but yet and still, every day, what your last reaction to these people was supposed to have been like 2 weeks ago. But every time you turn your camera on, you got something to say about them. Just because somebody, one of your loyal supporters have ran some shit back to you. Ain't nobody got to run shit to you, because I guarantee you got that man's damn channel on notification. So anytime anything is posted from his channel, you get that ding. You know that shit that you get to notify you when somebody has uploaded and or is going live or something from their platform. You get that. So ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. Stop it. Cut it out. You cut your hair, cut his ass off too. Simple. You don't want the negativity. Stop allowing it. Stop allowing it. And all these loyal supporters of yours that are running this shit back to you, you know, the shit that you claim not to have seen nor heard. If you don't want the negativity, when they bring that shit to you and your channel, do what you do when people tell you some shit that's the truth that you don't want to hear. Block their ass. Block them. Because obviously they're not listening to shit that you say for them to be loyal supporters and be so concerned about your health and your well-being. If all of this shit is wrecking your brain and causing you to go mental, then a loyal supporter will not encourage nor entice nor be the dog that carry that bone, so to speak, back to you what these people may or may not be saying about you, lady. And who gives a fuck? You shouldn't. You got everything that you need. You got the looks. Every man is after you. You got the food. You got the followers. You got everything you fucking need to dismiss all of this nonsense. But you can't. You know why? Because you fucking nonsense. And birds of a feather flock to fucking gather. That's why you can't let it go. But hey, that's your world. That's how you rock. I rock over here on this side of how I rock. This is my world. I can't tell you what's good or what's bad for you. I can make some damn good suggestions, but you know, everybody in their own time. You gotta get to your own level of fucking fed up to dismiss shit and, you know, be like you say you are. What you tell you ended your whole friendship with ALR, and what was that statement you made? Once you cross me, you're done. Practice what you preach, man. You iced her out. You said she crossed you by whatever she did. She crossed you, and now she's done. You'll never be friends anymore. You ain't got nothing else to say to her. Put that motherfucker in the same category. Because that motherfucker done crossed you more times than shoelaces and a goddamn sneaker. And you still, if he stops all of the arguing, all of the money that I spent on him, and I still love him, you will still want to be with him. That man ain't going to change. The only thing he's going to change is his clothes, his women, maybe his motherfucking way of conniving people out of whatever he needs to get by. But his attitude, his ways, all of that shit ain't never gonna change. He who he is. You can roll with that shit or get rolled the fuck over. Simple as that. I live by that same creed. But at the same time, I am a human being, and I understand that other people are human and carry feelings and emotions as well as I do. I'm who I am. I'm not going to close my mouth. I'm going to be the same outspoken and opinionated person that I have always fucking been. That's never going to change. But I am willing to negotiate certain damn things to come to an equal ground. This motherfucker is his way or no way. His way or bye-bye. It ain't up for negotiation or none of that shit. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And like I said, you and Pete, stay where the fuck y'all at. Don't go from province to province fucking people shit up. Because I guarantee you, if y'all move from the villa and move to Montreal or wherever y'all choose to settle at, I guarantee you, once them people go in there and condemn that spot that y'all living in, your pictures will be up all over the province of Ontario saying, do not rent shit to these people, because this how it's gonna damn end up. Stay where you at, build where you at, work on that shit, because not getting it together there and moving somewhere else and you're still broken and don't have it together, you're just gonna wreak havoc in another place. It's gonna be the same shit, just a different address. Get that shit together. Get it together. Forget it for fucking ever. Because there's only so many places that you can go before your karma catches up with you. And if you're just if you're just running from place to place, running from your situations, then you are not correcting them. You just running from that shit. When you get tired of running, that shit is going to catch up with you. Now you got this same situation somewhere else. Our shit is crazy. It's just a word of advice and stuff like that. I ain't trying to beat you down. I ain't trying to talk. I just be stating the obvious. You put it out there, so I just be stating the obvious, and then you sit and you contradict every damn thing. It's not okay. You're look shaming. You're drug shaming. You're this shaming and that shaming when that shit is being thrust upon you. But you can turn around and do the same shit to somebody else, and you're just fed up. You're tired of being picked on. You're tired of being this and you're tired of being that. Lady, well, you ought to be tired of lying. You ought to be tired of living under false pretenses. You ought to be tired of the self-degradation and the disrespect that you dish out towards yourself. You ought to be tired of killing your own goddamn self-esteem. You ought to be tired of goddamn eating all the shit that you partake of. Just fisting shit down your throat just because it's there. You just ought to be, you want the lavish life. You want to be respected by people and all that shit, but self-respect is first, because respect begets respect. If you don't respect yourself, Nobody else is gonna fucking respect you. And if you don't respect yourself, you're not gonna respect anybody fucking else. Period. And so by you not giving respect, you're not gonna fucking get any. Simple. That shit's just like going to Burger King. If you don't give them motherfuckers no money, you ain't gonna get no nashies. If you don't pay them bitches at Starbucks, you ain't gonna get your cup of sugar with ice in it. All that shit is just like that. If you don't put motherfucking petrol in that 2016 Kia Optima, you ain't gonna ride. Simple as that. If you don't pay rent, you ain't got no shelter. All that shit runs in the same damn race, lady. And quit putting it. Keep your whoreism off your public platform. There's nothing cute nor jealous stricken from anyone else by you making yourself a public whore. Who in the hell have as many sexual partners as you claim you have right now or ever? And you must got a real friendly pussy. That you must look at it like that. You must just got a real friend. You ain't friendly, but your snatch is. Okay, we'll go with that. But ain't nothing cute about putting shit like that out there. Whether you're getting plowed for free, or you're being used as a plow. And you're paying to turn people's goddamn land or whatever. Ain't nothing cute about that shit. So leave that, let that be, and let all the rest of that shit be. But if you were to take a lot of people's friendly advice and take some of that nice YouTube check that you're getting every month and put it to some good use, like seeking some professional help, all of that shit will turn around for you. I guarantee you. You want to get 100,000 subscribers, change your motherfucking lifestyle. And watch how, when your lifestyle changes and it changes for the better, watch how all these motherfuckers that you looking for validation from, watch how they drop the fuck off, because you're no longer interesting, because you're no longer being that stupid ass, oversized ass clown that they're paying to see you be. But then look over there in that greener pasture where you're headed to, and watch how many people that will appreciate your positive changes in life and roll with you for that. New people and people that stopped rolling with you when you lost your fucking mind start back rolling with you when you find that shit. And watch how you reach 100,000, 200,000, so on and so forth. But baby, stupid ain't gonna get you there. Stupid ain't never got nowhere, nobody nowhere, but on a corner living in a cardboard box, or somewhere locked in a fucking cage because you didn't have enough sense to keep your feet on the street. That's the only thing stupid and degradation and disrespecting yourself and not caring. That's the only thing that shit done got anybody, is a motherfucking loss. You hit the lottery and you lost. You played a stupid ass game and you lost. You didn't win shit. That's all.